Hi, I'm Anthony Wilroth, owner of the Basement Reef. We're aiming to be Columbia, Missouri's first world-class saltwater fish store. We just got into our space and spent most of the day starting to move in. Let's go inside and take a look. This area right here is one of the first things you'll see when you walk into the Basement Reef. This 180-gallon tank is going to be an SPS display, and it's going to be great to look at all day, every day when you shop. We have a couch, we're going to have a table. We want to make it clear that this is a place that you can come and hang out and be a part of the community and not just get your fish and get out. While this might not look like much more than a big pile of used fish tanks now, we're going to be spending the coming weeks cleaning them up and turning this space into a fully functioning fish store. We can't wait to document it and ultimately share the fruits of our labor with you. I've been a saltwater hobbyist most of my adult life. I started with one small tank in the apartment I shared with my then girlfriend, now wife. Quickly evolved into much more. When I'm interested in something, I don't just dip my toes in, I kind of go off the deep end. One tank turned into two tanks, turned into three that we were bringing with us from our apartment to the next house, turned into a fish room at our following house. I applied to work at a local fish store, which was also a full-line pet store. Worked my way up to management there, spent several years doing that, learned the ins and outs of the business side of things. Eventually started installing and maintaining tanks for people around town, different businesses, different people's home tanks, things like that. And really ultimately it just built up to the point where I felt that I had amassed the skills and the ability to really go for this and try and bring a cool saltwater focused fish store to Columbia. While the Basement Reef will definitely be a saltwater focused fish store, we're going to carry a neatly curated selection of some of my personal favorite freshwater fish. In addition to that, we're going to carry some houseplants, succulents, air plants, different live arrangements, and we're also looking forward to showing you the different way these different hobbies can interact. You know, aquaponics, indoor ponds, there's a number of things you can do, and we're excited to bring it all.
Just like everybody else in the saltwater hobby, I started out freshwater. My wife's parents got a 55-gallon that they had stored away. They brought it out. I was like, hey, I can set that up. So I set it up. Started out with the easy fish, you know, and then started getting to the more expensive, nicer fish, and then all of a sudden had 4 or 5 tanks. And then I think I was in freshwater for a few years. The biggest thing that excites me is we're going to try to have a lot of coral that's at a good price range that people can afford, and they're able to come and get nice, healthy coral.
Columbia has had a few fish stores before, but never anything in the downtown district. And typically when you go to a fish store, be it Columbia, Missouri, or anywhere else, they're not always the most accessible places. Tend to be warehouse type of spots, off the beaten path, basically the cheapest space someone can find on the rent. And so I really wanted to bring a different face to the idea of a fish store. We're here in the North Village Arts District in Columbia. It's just a fantastic place, and I'm happy to be here.